his DP playlist is awesome, so it helped me a lot. So I would recommend you to go through it and cover all the standard questions that are mostly asked. You should practice giving contests on CodeChef or Codeforces. That will give you confidence for the online round. That before facing the actual interview, try to practice for some mock interviews.
Hello everyone, welcome to iC2C's podcast series. Today we are with Ms. Shubhangi Goel. She is a 4th year undergraduate student at Department of Information Technology at IGDTUW, and she has bagged an internship opportunity as a summer intern at Citrix in 2021. And also she has been a teaching assistant for data structure course at Coding Ninjas, and also she has been interned as a member of technical staff at Geeks for Geeks. So hi Shubhangi, how are you?
Hi, yeah, I'm good.
So if I have missed something, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So, if I talk about my computer science background, then I had the computer science background since my school time. I had Java from class 9 to 12th from my school, and after coming to the college, I joined some coding societies of my college. That is, I joined Lenient Society, which helped me to interact with more and more with the seniors of my college, and it gave me an initial push to start coding.
Okay, that's great. So guys, in this video we will be going to discuss about her experience of online coding rounds and what was her experience of interview rounds in Citrix, and Shubhangi will give you guys some tips and tricks, and finally we will discuss how is the experience at Citrix. And one more thing guys, we have already made videos on the experience of Amazon, Microsoft and many more. You can check them out on I button. So moving forward, Shubhangi, can you please tell us what was the experience of your online coding round?
Yeah. So there was one online coding round which had 2 coding questions and it had 25 MCQs. So MCQs rolled around all the topics from aptitude to some input-output based questions, also operating system questions, networking, OOPS. So everything in the MCQs, every topic was covered. And coding question, if I have to say that the level of the questions were lead code medium questions.
Okay. Yeah, so that was about your online coding round. There were 2 coding questions and 25 MCQs.
Yeah.
So moving forward, how was the experience of your interview round?
Yes, so interview round, I had 2 interview rounds. First one was the technical interview and second was the technical plus managerial interview.
Okay, so Shubhangi, how was the experience of first interview round?
Yeah, so first interview round was of 45 minutes to 1 hour. It started with a formal introduction. The interviewer asked about me, and after that we had some discussion around the project that I had mentioned in my resume. So this thing I have faced in every interview, that you are going to ask about the projects that you have mentioned in the resume, and most of the times they ask about the first project that you have mentioned on the top. So just go through that project very deeply. So after that project discussion, he switched to the data structures questions and he gave me 101 sorting question. So in that, we had various approaches to do this. So I discussed that we can use sorting or we can use 2 pointers approach in that. So when I told about sorting, then we had some discussions around sorting. He asked me that which sorting technique you will use. I told that we can use merge sort or we can use quick sort. So after when I told about merge sort and quick sort, we had a discussion about their time complexities and about their algorithm. So after discussing all these things, in this question he didn't ask me to code much. After that he switched to the next question, and this time I was given proper compiler of HackerRank and I have to code the question and I have to run all the test cases. So this problem was a dynamic programming problem, and I would say it was a variation of 01 unbounded knapsack problem. It was same, just instead of bag and weight we were given some other parameters. So after coding that question, and there were 2 test cases that I was not able to pass initially, but we discussed and also the interviewer helped me in this, and then I was able to pass all the test cases.
Okay, so that was all about your first
Yeah.
interview round. And moving forward, like how was the experience of your second interview round?
Yeah, so second interview round, it was basically the technical plus managerial round, and it was also of around 45 minutes. Again, it started with the introduction and discussion of the project, and then the interviewer asked me that which topic you are comfortable in data structure. So I mentioned that I'm comfortable with linked list or trees. So he gave me the one linked list question, and again I was given the hacker and compiler, and I have to code properly and run all the test cases. So initially in this I was not able to pass 2-3 test cases because of it was giving some null pointer exception. But then interviewer and I both together went through the code, and then after that he helped me, and I was able to pass all the test cases. So after this one coding question, he moved on to some managerial type of questions where he asked me what is the definition of dream company for you, and then he asked me that if you have to learn a new tech stack in a short time, then what resources would you follow and how would you learn that in a short time. Also some questions that what does Citrix do. So these type of questions I was asked in the second round.
Okay, so that was all about your interview rounds. There were 2 rounds, first and second round.
Yeah.
Moving forward, can you give some tips and tricks for your juniors to help them out for the interview? Like what they should do and what they should not do?
Yeah, so the tips and tricks that I would like to give to my juniors is that if you are starting before 3-4 months of your placement season or your internship season, then I would suggest to first cover up all the standard 150 to 200 questions that are mostly asked in the interviews. You can follow any there are very many YouTube channels that have covered this. The one that I preferred was Aditya Verma YouTube channel. He had covered his DP playlist is awesome, so it helped me a lot. So I would recommend you to go through it and cover all the standard questions that are mostly asked. And also for the online round, to prepare that if you come up with a new question and you have to face the new question in the online round, and you have to face a story type question. For that you should practice giving contests on CodeChef or Codeforces. That will give you confidence for the online round. Also, I would recommend that before facing the actual interview, try to practice for some mock interviews and cover up all. Don't skip the core subjects. Cover up all the subjects. You can make notes of subjects like OOPS, operating system, database management system. You can have some handwritten notes, and before facing any online test or any interview, you can just go through those notes a day before that. Yeah, so these are the tips. More you will practice coding, it will strengthen your skills.
Yeah, and mock interviews are also helpful for the interview.
Yeah.
So that was the tips and tricks for you guys to help in the interview. And moving forward, Shubhangi, how is your experience in Citrix? What is the work culture there and how is the environment?
Yeah, so in Citrix, I was in the data analyst team.
Okay.
The overall work culture was good. The mentors and managers that I was assigned were awesome. And I worked upon the project, I implemented one ML based application. So the tech stack that I worked upon was PySpark, which included Python plus writing some SQL queries. So overall experience was very good.
One more thing, guys. Shubhangi ने जितने भी questions बोले हैं, you will get the link in description, so make sure to check them out. And thank you, Shubhangi, for being with us. It was very good.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.